What's up everyone, so we're in Larvik to meet Yennefer for the last wish. So this is the favour which Yen asked us to meet us for. So we just completed the calm before the storm where we learnt that Ciri is not in Skellige. And our only lead is that creature thing that the bloody Baron once held. So Ugly Baby is the next main quest when we head back over the sea to Velen. But for now, let's head inside and speak to Yen.
From the village, Baron whore!
You best take that back.
You defiled sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Ye ain't welcome here, witch. Conceive
Eh.
of a foe, no magpie shit.
Oh, Yen. He's just cast a spell on him.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No, it's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
You know, why do you want a djinn?
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes, and malicious all the time.
I remember. But the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn, I shall gain incredible power. And that could be useful to us one of these days.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Storm wouldn't pose a threat if he'd had a djinn. He could just utter a wish.
Perhaps he had none left, or something unexpected happened.
Alright, so what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Convincing.
Since you put it that way, fine, I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Okay, let's get to it.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
You knew I'd agree. Geralt can't say no to you, Yen. She knows that. Full well she knows that.
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Okay, so Larvik's harbour with Yennefer. Guess that's our boat on the left.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do once there are no basilisks, meshins, or giants around? Eh?
Speak with Yennefer. Is she gonna hop on the boat first?
The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
Alright, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
No, you didn't have a choice, Geralt. Yeah, let's hop in. So I'm sitting up this end then. Lead the way, Yen. Lead the way.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
Assad I cried a Rithorn.
Ready. Careful down there.
Okay then.
How's your bath? Water warm enough for you?
Jump in, see for yourself.
Seawater wreaks havoc on my complexion. Just find the wreck.
As you wish. Great. Drown us. Quite a few of them as well.
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a cavern. I'll look inside.
They were swimming precariously close. Hopefully we won't have any more to deal with.
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Come back up. Look at this place. There'll be so much good stuff down here. See, there is a chest here that's lootable. Around a ruined stone. What's this? It's gonna be an old ruin, isn't it? Oh, black magic doll. Let's unbuck the one. And another chest. Okay, now we can go back up. Alright, loot. No recipes, unfortunately. Your turn next then, Yen? I doubt it.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find the djinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the djinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You learn in due course.
There's a wreck here next to these rocks. You can see part of the ship poking out next to this rock on the left. Guess that's my next diving site. There's a ship in the distance.
Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our djinn's down there.
There goes nothing.
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
A man's skeleton. Somebody pinned his skull to the deck with an axe.
A death worthy of a Skellige.
Clan emblem indicates a Dimon man, so he was from Pharaoh. Got something. A Skellige's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
All over this one. I did see some quite nice stuff on the other part of this wreck. It's a bit deeper though.
A man's skeleton. Somebody pinned his skull to the deck with an axe.
A death worthy of a Skellige.
Clan emblem indicates a Dimmen man, so he was from Pharaoh.
There's a couple of chests down here that's... oh, here we go, yeah. Pearl. Some ruined stones.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Haimai symbols. Longship belonged to Clan Dimmen.
It's a good thing I've got this spell on me. I'm not even paying attention to my oxygen. Hopefully I don't even have a meter. Thanks to Yennefer. Give me that more often when I'm searching wrecks. It comes in mega handy. School of fish over there. Want more of them. Makes me a bit worried when they start like that there might be something coming this way. How many more of these wrecks are we going to search?
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the Golden Dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life. You gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? The chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
Oh, Yennefer. Ingdalan Isle. So our next site? Looks like it, just through here. It's a big bay to search.
Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. We'll see what it is.
A crater. Look at this bay. This don't look right, does it? It's like a perfect section has been cut out of the land. Very, very deep.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell, to see through your eyes. Now relax. Aisu foltia beidem ein eichte iliveid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
Aisu foltia beidem ein eichte iliveid.
Transverse cut through the pelvis. Surgical precision. No conventional weapon could do this.
I saw some loot down here. It's a lot of ruin stones. Oh. Oh shit. Where'd these come from? Yeah, and do a little hand now. That was not a good shot. Oh, that was better. Ah, shit. Caught me. Didn't do too much damage, thankfully.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. Bet it was cut by the same thing that cut the skeleton.
ship.
Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Yeah, I think we're definitely on to something here. See if there's anything around the other side. Don't like it. On board. There's a body here. Nothing we can investigate though. We've got something here. Ooh.
No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Here we go. Look at the size of this crater. Ooh-wee. Very, very impressive. A huge magical force must have been used to cause this. You could have warned me about the sirens, Yen. I mean, you are a sorceress, so you should have detected them. Could have given me a heads up. I'm a lot deeper than I originally thought. Whatever caused that crater, hell of a way down at the bottom of the ocean.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the gin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it? This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another. Or if we'll be like two strangers.
I understand why she wants to do it. What if I don't want to? Fine, let's do it.
What if I don't want to know?
I'm afraid you no longer have a choice. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it in doing so.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word it.
Comforting. Yeah, comforting. Ooh-wee, look at this. Yeah. No one's gonna find a ship all the way up here, are they? It's the last place you're gonna look. Search the ship using your Witcher senses. Let's have a quick read through our quest. It's getting quite long, that one, as well, at the moment. Before Geralt and Yennefer parted after their adventure in Freya's garden, the sorceress asked him to meet her in Larvik. She made it clear this was a personal matter, but gave no further details. Geralt duly travelled to Larvik, where Yennefer revealed to him her plan. She intended to capture a djinn and draw on its power. But the very thought of it makes my skin crawl and my throat constrict. For, dear reader, I have had the misfortune of dealing with a djinn once in my life, and I assure you, once was one time too many. Most djinns, you see, combine incredible power with a mean streak a mile long. In short, they are nasty beings that prudent people should steer well clear of. Yet when Yennefer sets her sights on something, there's no turning back. Geralt glumly realised this and decided to help her handle the dangers that would surely arise during this mad endeavour. Yennefer had managed to learn about a certain scholar who had devoted his entire life to delving into the secrets of djinns. He had died in mysterious circumstances during a shipwreck off the coast of Hindarsfjall. That is where Geralt and Yennefer decided to begin their search. Do now, so the rest of the entries to do with the quest which we're currently tracking.
We should explore the ship.
We should. Blood on the door. Going to the helm first. Ah, doing your usual admiring the view. To be expected. Let's go in deck. Oh, got some things.
Nothing interesting. Nothing here.
Cups and scissors. Yeah, it's not what we're looking for. Still a couple of markers on our map. More than a couple, in fact. Something here.
Interesting.
The Digger, Silverton Sword, Silver.
Wonder what this means. Mystery of Mysteries, Agnes of Glanville.
You can even see that book hiding under there. Among the many creatures of our world, there are but two that are able to draw and absorb the power, and these are cats and dragons. Both species instinctively sense the presence of magic intersections and often choose them as resting places, which is strange, for other animals avoid these same spots. Numerous theories attempt to explain this behaviour, but none do so with thorough success. Some scholars claim the dragons use the power they imbibe to fly, for as the natural philosophers have proven, no creature of their size and mass should be capable of lifting itself to the air using such meagre wings. As for cats, there is a theory stating the power is behind their gift for seeing things in complete darkness. Others claim this ability is theirs by nature, and they use the power of the intersections for other, unknown purposes. Indeed, that all members of the Felidae genus are able to see beings from other planes, invisible persons and emanations of the power, has proven beyond any doubt on numerous occasions. Interesting read. Now then, I am curious if we do have djinns in our... Yes, we do. Djinns. A djinn is a powerful air spirit, a condensation of the power of said element endowed with consciousness and character, the latter usually nasty. According to legend, djinns can grant even the most far-fetched wishes, though they do so begrudgingly. Unusually, powerful mages can capture and tame these beings. A mage who succeeds in doing so can then draw energy from such a spirit, using it to cast spells without having to summon the power from traditional sources. Only a handful have ever managed this feat, however, for djinns fight to avoid such a fate with stubborn determination. To imprison a djinn and bend it to one's will, one must first weaken it, and that is no easy task. Fighting djinns is extraordinarily difficult. They can fling off spells in an instant that the most accomplished human mages could never master with years of preparation. What's more, by manipulating the element of air, they can summon gales, powerful storms, even hurricanes. Luckily, as magic beings, they are vulnerable to silver, yet steel will do them no harm. And they are weak to dimeritium and elementia. Might be worth prepping that just in case, because I have a feeling where this is going to go. What else aside from maybe grape shot, stun it, blind it. Okay, what else we got in this ship? Another book.
Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Wonder what this means.
Oh, that's not good. Is that blood? I think... No, that's not blood. Or is it? I can't really tell.
Elemental Empires by Giambattista.
Elemental Empires. There's a lot of reading material up here with this mage. None of the four planes or dimensions, those of fire, water, earth and air, is accessible to mere mortals. They are inhabited, however, by creatures known as genies. There are 4 types, each corresponding to one of the 4 elements which comprise their respective essences. Each type of genie also counts its antithesis among the others. Thus, the Marides aligned with the element of water are opposed by the fiery Infrits. The plane of earth is inhabited by the Deo Genies, and the dimension of air, which opposes it, is home for the Genie, whose name incidentally is the root of the word genie. The last term is often used by simple folk to refer to all creatures that inhabit the elemental planes, which is an obvious blunder. Unusually powerful sorceresses can sometimes bind such beings and bend them to their will, thus acquiring tremendous might to the point of near omnipotence. For a genie, being the living personification of an element's energies, is akin to an almost boundless reservoir of the power. Thus, its master can draw energy from the genie for spell casting, without the tiresome need to channel from traditional sources. However, those who are able to bind a genie are few and far between, for the strength of the inhabitants of the 4 planes is matched only by the cunning which they employ to avoid such a fate.
Mage must have slept here. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck, or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side.
Oh, he's gonna have been crushed by that, isn't he?
Nothing interesting here.
Last spot.
Nothing interesting.
So, oh, we can interact with this.
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Think the djinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master. This looks rather like an unfortunate accident. When the storm broke, Amos must have uttered a wish like, "Take us away, anywhere, to a mountaintop, even." And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing. Amos was thrown off his feet and against the wall. The bookcase did the rest.
Always knew too much studying could kill you.
Deary me, Geralt.
If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Not gonna like this idea, am I? I think she's gonna put both seals together. And one would presume that calls forth the Jinn.
Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Chen Jin, Rif Kaishta en Gaia, Kaishta et Disglair, Gevired me Castle.
I knew I wasn't gonna like this.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places? What? Lost your...
Jesus. Time iridium out. Should stop the casting. Even using the mast isn't really working all too well. It's decent cover, but not enough.
Come on.
Good dodge. Should have thought better. Igni ain't gonna do anything. Stop it casting.
Come on.
Bitch.
Stronger than I thought.
You think?
Just a bit more. I can feel its strength waning.
Doing some good damage to it now. Nearly got it.
You! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a Jinn can remove another Jinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Storm's over. 'Over. 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 ' Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a djinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
No, couldn't have refused.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Wow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Let's not end on a kiss. You old smoothie.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
So be it. I refuse to report to him. Awfully loyal of you.
Awfully loyal to your patron.
He happens to be your patron as well, darling. You do well to remember that. Otherwise he might feel compelled to remind you.
She's got a point. So we sort of do owe him. I don't like him, but I respect him.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Let's talk before you leave.
Yen, what happened back there?
It was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.
our stash is here. We're back at Kertrold, aren't we? I expect we are. Well, the last wish is complete, and the next quest is to find the ugliest man alive, Uma, back in Velen at the Bloody Baron's castle. Well, for the time being, I think I'm just gonna stay here in Yennefer's cabin, unload some of my gear into the stash, and I think we'll be best served to head back over to Hindersfjall. Quite a few things popped up over there, and we've got that little matter of the Curse and Morkvarg to get rid of. So that will be our next destination.